Anyways, the guy takes me out to dinner. He said, listen, he didn't know who I was. He never watched American Idol. He had no idea. It's a miracle, God, how we connected. And anyways, he said, listen, if you want the building, it's yours. I signed the papers on that building. We took in the huge facility. And let me tell you what's happened since now. Since we took in the facility, we had to work through a lot of red tape, You understand, we've had to raise money and do all these things, but we had our first family walk through there. We had a mom and dad and 5 kids, and I want to share with you a testimony of our first family that they just graduated this past year. But it's just amazing because all these families get split up. Imagine having nothing, then all of a sudden you get put in a family together, and you get to stay together even while you're in a typical situation. Here we go. Let me read this to you. All right. Dear Sophia's Heart, we are coming to the end of our stay, and we just want to let you know what a great program this is and what you all have meant to us. You will all be sorely missed as we move to the next stage of our journey called life. Sophia's Heart means a lot to us, and there are no real words to describe it. When everyone else wanted to split our family up, Sophia's Heart gave us a safe, secure place to live. They gave us stability and the ability to save money. Through their help, we were able to buy a van and save money for our new home. We were able to keep our children in school so they would not have to leave. Didn't have to leave when they didn't have to get split up. When we arranged it so that when they came to our facility, they didn't have to go to the school in their area. We were able to have the buses pick them up and keep them in their schools. They helped us put a budget together and stick to it. We know we will never need this help again. We are grateful and thank you for Sophia's Heart and staff that worked with us to get us here. Thank you, Sophia's Heart. We will never forget what you did, John and Wendy. That's one of the testimonies that just came. One other thing we did is we gave out scholarships. We've awarded 4 scholarships so far, and I want to read you a testimony of one of them. Her name is Billy Ford. If you were here this morning, she's in my music video. She's the young girl whose mom passed away. I'm going to sing the song again, but listen to her testimony. Billy Ford's adversity, because here's the prerequisites of Sophia's Heart Scholarship. You have to go through adversity. You have to have a story, but the adversity didn't get you down. It built you into who you are today. So these kids, I just got an email today from our scholarship committee. 133 applications were sent in from all over America. Now they're dwindling down to what we can give out. But Billy Ford's adversity started at the early age of when her father was killed in a home invasion. Even though she was raised by a single parent, she doesn't remember going without. Her mom worked very hard to take care of her. During Billy's sophomore year, she had learned that her mom had stage 4 breast cancer. Then on her 16th birthday, they were told that the cancer has metastasized to her mother's liver. Her mom would soon endure a 1.5 years of chemotherapy, numerous doctor appointments along with all the effects of the treatments. It has been 3 years now since this diagnosis, and from this experience, Billy and her mom have learned to live each day to the fullest. After watching her mother help people and save lives for years as a nurse, Billy has decided to become a registered nurse. She's been accepted to David Lipscomb University in Nashville. So she's in the music. Now let me tell you this. I took these kids out when I was on the Idol tour. The scholarship, we took 3 kids out. We took them to a show in Indiana. They all came up there. I let them meet all the idols, and I sat down and we had dinner back there, and we just talked and we laughed up. Her mom was there. Well, after a couple months after the tour was over, her mom ended up passing away. And I remember I went to her mom's funeral. But she found so much hope in my story, so much hope in the scholarship and that we believe in her. And then she ends up in the testimony in the video. It's just great. I got one more testimony I want to read to you from another kid. By the way, we just took in a family 11-11-11. We just took in our next family. We have 2 families in the process right now of going through it. We went through a lot of red tape. We finally in December got the clearing to start letting families in. Listen, I'm going to fill this place with families. And not only that, but the vision goes out more. Kevin Johnson was last year's winner, enduring numerous surgeries as a procedures and as a result of congenital heart disease. It has not stopped Kevin Johnson. Instead, it has superheaded his desire to appreciate the life he has. Development and an interest in the biochemical field to demonstrate compassion for children experiencing the stress and boredom of hospitalization. Kevin developed treats for Trinity Pediatrics, a project at Trinity Medical Center to provide toys, music, and CD players for the hospital's pediatric wing. His empathy for kids in hospitals is real and honest, from his own recovery from multiple corrective heart surgeries. As a result of his experiences, he has developed a passion for the biomedical field, and he is currently enrolled in the University of Iowa. He is studying biomedical engineering. Kevin is a graduate of Rock Island High School, where he is recognized as an Illinois State Scholar. So listen, we're changing people's lives. So I guess I want to wrap this all up to say, let me shoot you the 5-year vision. Here's what I see as my music. The guy mentioned it. My music will be a movement. That's what I believe God put in my heart. When I get to where I want to be as a show, I want to sell out arenas. And when I sell out arenas, I want to take kids with me on the road like I already do. But when we start filling Sophia's heart, what I want to start doing, I want to be in the entertainment field, in the mainstream market. But I want to take the stories of the homeless families out on the road. So when people come to my show, they're entertained, but then they're full of hope because they see people who are broken turned into something. And the brokenness has now turned, their mess has turned into their message, and the test turned into a testimony. By the end of this year, like I said, we'll have 19 families. That's what we're going to have. And we're going to have all our music and arts program. We're starting fashion and design. We're starting young entrepreneurship in our lower level. We're starting all these audio, video. We're going to start having the kids record. We're going to start our theater programming. It's going to start this year. We're ready to go. We're ready to run. I'm ready to raise money for Sophia's Heart. My year is the focus to raise as much money as I can to get this vision off the ground. But in the 5-year plan, I want to get into rehabilitating drug addicts, and I want to get into the human trafficking industry, and I want to start rescuing ladies out of there. I already have a planned out. I want to start obtaining properties around the organization. It's a movement. What God put in my heart, it's a movement. So I want to thank you so much for listening. You can follow me on Twitter at Danny Gokey to keep up with my status. You can follow me on Facebook, Danny Gokey Official. Sophia's Heart is the website. You know what? I'm believing God that He's going to provide God promised me 3 things. He's going to build the organization, He's going to build the staff, and He's going to fund it. I have to believe God for that, because I'm telling you guys, right now we live month to month. But God has been our source. I had a singer, Rascal Flatts, the lead singer, came through there, and he saw what we were doing. He dropped $53,000. That saved us. December has been a month of miracles. I've been going to places, and people are just writing checks. It's been amazing. What God starts, He finishes. I hope I didn't take up too much time with you guys. But if I could get anything out, is that we serve a God of hope. And if you're in a broken situation, let His hope fill you up. Because when I was in the darkest hour of my life, I didn't see nothing, but I had to get a grasp of the future. Maybe. Go with the maybe. Because if you go with the maybe, you'll at least start moving. But if you go with the never, it's never going to happen, you'll lay in bed like I did for a small season. And you'll get worse and worse, and you'll fall into a hole. So I'm telling you to get up. And some of you may say, well, I don't know what I have. What do you like to do? Start pursuing what you like. If what you like to do is feed homeless people, start that. Let God take that seed, because that's where it started in me. I just started volunteering. I just started singing. I didn't know it would turn into this. And so let God write your life. I want to end on this last song, I Will Not Say Goodbye. And remember, the young lady Billy, she's the blonde head girl in this video. I thank you so much for having me here.
So funny.
Thank you, Pastor Sergio.